Hey guys, it's Monday. I hadn't heard anything from my almond broker in a couple of weeks, and I never got a specific ship out date for the bees. So I just texted him and said, hey, I've got a couple semi-loads of hives. When do you want them? And he finally got back to me and said, oh, the almond bloom is early this year and that he needs just one of the semis tomorrow night. He didn't commit to the second semi at all, but he's like, I need one semi-load, which is like 400 hives, shipped out tomorrow. And that's just not physically possible. I've got about 100 hives at the house that I brought in just to test the repairs on the truck and the Bobcat to make sure it could handle the load. Yeah, but we haven't we haven't transferred them to pallets. I haven't checked most of them since we had that freak snow out of nowhere. So I really need to go through them. I still need to medicate. There's still so much to do. I still got boxes and lids and stuff to change. So there's no way, physically way possible anyways, that I could get this semi out in one day. So I didn't want to risk losing my contract. So I said, hey, I'll do 2 days. So he's going to give me Wednesday night is when he wants the semi shipped out. I'm still not positive what's going to happen with the second semi. I got to try to figure that out because we do have a second load. I just don't have a place to send it yet. So hopefully we can work that out. But right now my priority is just to get this one load. I got to bring in at least 300 more good colonies. Probably going to try to bring in 400 colonies because it's always good to have a few spare to pull from or swap around, because occasionally I'll have a dead out, that I had selected to go. It won't be good to go. And if I bring in a few extra, I can just swap their places real quick here at the house. And it's much easier than running back out and bringing more. And it just gives me a little option to pull brood or honey or whatever. So this is going to be really hard. This is going to be really stressful. We've never put that many hives together for California and get them shipped out that quick. The other problem is I don't have a semi scheduled. I haven't spoken to any truck drivers. I haven't spoken to my truck broker. I don't know if I can get a semi in that short of notice. I mean, I've just never tried to make this happen before. I'm not sure why I had to find out last second like this. California is always a little crazy, and I'm sure he's got a lot going on. And me just sending 1 or 2 semis, that makes me the small guy, so I'm not really going to get a lot of the attention as the beekeepers who are going to send like 20 semis, for example. But I don't know really what happened. Maybe he didn't get my text message that I sent him a couple weeks ago when I asked for a ship out date then. Or I don't know. I really have no idea what happened. At the end of the day, he wants them in 2 days. So that's what I'm going to get going on, and it's going to be pretty tough. But we're going to see if we can do it, and if we can, that's going to be a new record for us. So I'm going to get to it and try to survive these next few days. Well, we managed to bring in a little over, I think, 200 colonies tonight. Sun's about to come up, so we don't have any more time to get any more. I had 100 colonies here from the previous night when I was doing a test run on the truck and Bobcat after we did the repairs. I wanted to field test it, which they're both running great, thank goodness. But we're still 100 colonies short that we got to bring in for that semi, which is going to be shipping Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I think it's Tuesday morning now. So we still got a long night tomorrow night to bring in the rest of the colonies, and then we've got to take all these hives, every single one of them, transfer them tomorrow to fresh, clean pallets, medicate them. Got to break down all these triples that are out here. There's still a lot of triples. That was a mistake, not breaking those things down earlier. So a lot of work to do. I imagine it'll take us a couple of days to transfer these and to medicate them, and then we'll have one more night of just moving some more hives in. Hopefully not an all-nighter like tonight. It's a little rough. The problem is most of the yards only have 20 or 30 hives in the yard, so it's taking a lot of trips. But we're going to get it done. We're just going to push through it. I'm making an open feeder this morning before we get into the hives. I'm hoping it'll draw a lot of the bees from the bee yard down there because they're pretty stressed out. There's a lot of big hives. I don't want any robbing or fighting going on at this last second. So I'm hoping to draw them over here to the open feeder. It's not really put weight on them or anything. It's more of a distraction. It's a good distance from the bee yard down there. So you never want to put an open feeder too close to the hives because that can trigger robbing too. But I think we're far enough away that we'll be okay. And if that's not enough, I'll make more pulls. But hopefully this will keep them calm until we can finish going through them today. So I've been treating the ant beds here in the holding yard for a while now, but of course the ants are always popping back up. So what I'm doing now before we start swapping these pallets over is I'm just catching all the new ant beds that have popped up and killing them. I don't want any ants here. It's too risky. Okay, so here's the game plan. We have this roofing felt. I'm not really sure exactly what you call it, to get it at Lowe's in these 250-foot rolls. They work pretty great. You can run them over with a Bobcat. They don't tear up. They do blow away in the wind, so you have to get a weight on them pretty quick. But these are all the new pallets that I pressure washed and bleached, so they're in great shape. And what I'm doing are, these are the hives we moved in last night. They're on old dirty pallets. We're going to take that hive cart and swap them over, obviously just a few feet, so the bees won't really have any orientation issues. Shouldn't drift much because it's just a quick few feet jump to the new clean pallet. These pallets will never ever touch the grass or the ground, so they're going to stay clean. I also sprayed this roofing tarp here with a ton of liquid ant poison with Maverick. So just in case there are any ants that crawl on it, or if there are ants on the pallet itself, it will clean them up. As we're swapping the hives over, we've got a little brush. We're going to brush if we see any ant beds or any dirt, anything that might make them get stopped at the ag station in California. It's pretty tedious, but you just got to do one by one, check everything. If you got a lot of old boxes like I do, the ants like to build colonies inside of the boxes. And once they're on the new pallets, we're going to crack them open and give them Apivar, and just make sure the grade didn't drop. It's going to be real quick, nothing fancy. And I'm going to do 2 Apivar for the double deeps, 1 Apivar for the hive and halves. That's nowhere near enough, but that's what the budget is for this year. Last year we did 1 strip, it wasn't enough, so this year we're going to up it 2, and that's just kind of my compromise. We'll do 1 row, it's 17 per row, and then we'll have 3 rows. We got to bring in some more to fill in this hole here tonight. So you'll have rows of 17, and then in the second row 17, third row of 17, and then I'll come in and triple stack them to put them on the semi. And once we have these off, I can take these pallets here and pressure wash them. If we're able to send the second load, it'll free up another 100 pallets for me. But it's going to be pretty labor intensive, but I think this way is better than our old method, which used to be swapping them over to pallets at night and then bringing them in and putting them on the tarp. This way we can bring in more colonies more quickly at night. I have to medicate them anyway, so it doesn't take that long to swap them over to a new pallet with that hive cart. I think we've just never done this before. I think this is going to be a better method, but we'll find out here shortly. We're about to go move some hives, pick up about 4 bee yards hopefully, and get them in here. And the Bobcat seized up on us again, so I'm guessing it looks like it's out of hydraulic fluid. There's still a leak somewhere. I can't find it. Ran completely dry, locked up. Thankfully, it did it at here at the house and not, out in the bee yard in the middle of the woods with a bunch of hives on the truck. I'm glad, but spend another hour running to the store to get 10 gallons of hydraulic fluid. Hope the leak's not so bad that it's going to gush out. Maybe it's just a small leak. I don't know. We just had it at the Bobcat store, and they charged me an arm and a leg to fix all the leaks. So I don't know if they missed something, or it's just I've been running it hard getting these hives in here and it blew. But there goes another hour. We've only managed to get 200 colonies right now swapped over to the new pallets, and I was only able to medicate about 150 colonies on top of that, and we still have to bring in over 100 colonies tonight, and the semi is going to be here in about 24 hours. So it's just been like one hurdle after another. I'm pretty wore out. This has been real tough, but I'm gonna keep going. It's just chaos. It's about 1:30 on Wednesday. We just finished transferring all the hives to fresh, clean pallets, and I just finished breaking all the triples down. We still have a ton of work to do. We still have to crack everything open and medicate them, swap out some of the bad ones. I got to run down to the holding yard. I'm gonna have to grab more double deeps down the road, bring them over here probably in the middle of the day, and swap them out. We don't have time to equalize or anything. It's been an absolute nightmare really trying to get this done. We're barely standing up. We managed to get these so we can throw them on the semi when it does get here, but there's so much work that needs to happen. This has just been really a nightmare. I was nearly falling asleep at the wheel bringing these things in last night. I haven't slept, I don't know, since like Sunday night or something, and it's just, we're barely eating. I'm living off Monster energy drinks and cheese crackers, and I just don't even know. the broker had messaged me last night and wanted the second semi also, like right behind this one, and it's not, no way can it happen. I'll never do this again. 2 days to bring in 400 colonies, swap them to pallets, go through them, try to fix them. It's just, you know, with myself, my wife took a couple days off work. She actually transferred all these to pallets. I've been cracking them and medicating them, and she's been going out with me trying to, you know, help me at night, stay awake and everything. And it's been hell on earth, if I'm just being blunt. We definitely needed 3 or 4 days to make this happen, not 2. I tried calling around to get some help, but last minute everyone's busy, or, you know, it's the middle of the week. People have jobs and a life. And I do have a friend coming in to help me load the semi, thank goodness, because I can barely see straight. You know, it's kind of like this a little bit every California. It's an absolute struggle. The 2-day notice thing is just, I'm a little frustrated with that, to be honest. I'm trying to just get through this. We just a few more hours left, but if you want to do this, maybe plan for like 100 hives a night to get them ready. Trying to do 200 plus. In my situation, when there's like just a little bit of hives scattered all over the place that you have to pick up, if I had 100 hives in every location and I just pick those up and drop them here, that'd be not so bad. But grabbing 10 hives here, 20 hives there, 30 hives there, and it's been a borderline calamity. And Bobcat's gushing hydraulic fluid. I don't have time to look, fix it. I just ran to the store and bought that 10 gallons. I just keep dumping more hydraulic fluid into it. It's blowing out. But I'm gonna get this done, and hopefully this will be over soon. But it's been very difficult this year. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. All right, 7 p.m. We're just about ready to load. I'm spraying poison in between the hives. It's just the Maverick, that fluvalinate, so a little bit's not gonna hurt the bees, because it used to be a mite medication. I'm just getting a little shot. You can see I glue some ant bait traps. These are gonna be on the top of the truck, so if there are any ants, it'll draw them up. And we're just about ready. I wish we had another day, but it is what it is. Another thing we got to do, which I've already done here, we put our apiary registration number. I have a little stamp. I just stamp it on there. You can do however you do it, but it is California law. You're supposed to have your registration number on all the hives. So I got a few more to do. I've already sprayed down the truck bed. We were changing all the lids so we have good migratory covers with all the rims. That's going to help them ride more safely. Some years we forget to do that and we end up with a flat lid, and it causes the stack to bounce back and forth. And we've got everything swapped over to good clean pallets. We forgot we were about a dozen short this morning. When the Bobcat blew up on me, I didn't finish washing, so we had to wash pallets this morning, finish transferring, medicate all the hives. There were some hives because of the population drifting with us bringing them in. We had to boost several colonies, but I'm really happy with the grade. They look really good. There's a lot of colonies. Some of these big double deeps are 15, 20 framers. I mean, this guy really got the cream of the crop of the hives. Yeah, you know, and even if a few of them poop out by the time they grade them, when he takes an average, we should have I expect a double-digit frame average on this load. I am going to try and put the second load together, but right now we got to get this thing out. That's a priority, and I got to get some sleep. But yeah, we just got to get through this. It's been a long day. I'm feeling a little better because it's almost over. Loading the truck's the easy part. But hey, I just want to go to bed. But yeah, we're almost at it, almost done, and soon to bed. All right, we're putting on some finishing touches. We're about to get everything loaded. We got Tyler Walker and James Cook on the way from Choctaw Bee Company. They're going to help us load these. I wish I could have started already, but still got a little bit left to do, but that's it. That's 408 colonies out there ready to rock and roll, and we're almost done. So they're actually out. Tyler and James are actually out moving their bees to prep their semi for tomorrow night, and they're still stopping. They're actually going to pull over here with a fully loaded bee truck with beehives to come help us load, because they know we're tired, and they're good guys. So I certainly really appreciate that, them helping us. But we're going to get to this, and hopefully be in bed. you want? We'll need those, yes.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like a Grand Canyon up here. Okay.
I have more
Okay.
on this side.
Oh, hey.
It's
Is that how
fine.
you want it?
It's no problem. It's fine. No problem.
Okay.
It's fine.
How you want it?
No, no problem.
Get off.
Moving the front.
Come on, lady. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work it back a little bit if you guys need a lot.
Hey, bro.
Can't pull much. Yeah. Looks like the wrong end.
Have they ever rejected you for fire ant?
I don't know, that looks like a blank.
Yeah. Crazy.
Ah, there they go. A little after 10 o'clock, we got it done. Took a while, but everything went smooth. Good luck, girls. They'll be in California in about 3 days. I think that's enough for me. A lot of mess here to clean up, but I'm about to, I don't know if I want to eat, sleep, or just lay down and die, but feels good.